Earth is losing species. You've seen the headlines, the dramatic reports of disappearing animals, and the urgent warnings. It all leads to one terrifying question. Are we living through a sixth mass extinction? It's a powerful, frightening idea that has captured global attention. But is it the whole story? The concept of a modern mass extinction isn't new. For decades, scientists have compared today's biodiversity crisis to the 5 great extinctions of Earth's past, like the one that wiped out the dinosaurs. They observed species vanishing at an alarming rate and drew a straight line from the past to the present. The narrative was simple and scary. Humans are causing the next great extinction event right now. This idea became a rallying cry for environmental movements everywhere. But what if the data tells a more complicated story? A recent comprehensive study published in a peer-reviewed journal decided to dig deeper. Researchers compiled 500 years of data, analyzing the fates of nearly 2 million known species across both the plant and animal kingdoms. They looked at every documented extinction to see what patterns emerged. Out of all those species, they confirmed just over 900 extinctions. The team wanted to know, when did these extinctions happen? Where did they happen? And what was the cause? The answers were not what you might expect. Instead of finding an extinction rate that was skyrocketing today, the study revealed something surprising. The rate of recorded extinctions actually peaked around the early 1900s and has been slowly declining since. This challenges the popular narrative that the crisis is accelerating every single year. Most of the species we've lost didn't vanish in the 21st century. They disappeared about 100 years ago. So, what was happening back then that caused such a devastating spike? The answer lies with islands. The data showed that a huge proportion of extinctions occurred on isolated islands. When humans arrived, they brought invasive species with them: rats, cats, snakes, and goats. These newcomers preyed upon or outcompeted the native wildlife, which had evolved without any defenses. Island birds, reptiles, and especially mollusks were hit incredibly hard. This specific driver invasive species on islands was responsible for that historical peak in extinctions. It was a concentrated catastrophe, but not a global one. Today, the threat looks very different. While invasive species are still a problem, the primary danger for most endangered species is habitat loss. The animals at risk today are largely mainland creatures, losing their homes to expanding cities, agriculture, and deforestation. It's a slower, grinding pressure, fundamentally different from the swift devastation that wiped out island faunas a century ago. This distinction is crucial because it means the solutions we need today are different from the ones we might have needed in the past. But what about the biggest threat of all? Climate change. It's undoubtedly a massive and growing risk. The study acknowledges that rising temperatures are already pushing many ecosystems to the brink. However, in the historical data up to this point, climate change has not yet emerged as the dominant driver of extinctions. It's an urgent, future threat that we must address, but it doesn't explain the extinctions of the past. So, what's the final takeaway? This research isn't saying the biodiversity crisis is over or that we shouldn't be concerned. Far from it. What it argues for is precision over panic. Understanding the real, data-driven causes of extinction, whether it's invasive species on islands or habitat loss on continents, allows us to create targeted, effective conservation strategies. The story of extinction is complex, and by focusing on the clear data instead of just the doomsday headlines, we give ourselves the best possible chance to protect the incredible diversity of life on our planet for the future. Thank you for watching.